I don't know, man. And YouTube can kiss my ass because YouTube got some nerve. I know they suppressing my channel, and it's even harder. So those of you who come to the channel, that's why I tell you to talk in the chat. That's why I tell you to share the stream. That's why I be telling y'all to hit the thumbs up. If you got any love for me, you got any love for this platform, y'all won't just come through here and look stupid and sit in the damn bushes in the background, not hit the thumbs up, not say nothing, not check for the channel. Even if you know you don't get a notification, every once in a while I ask y'all to check in on the channel, come show some love, and or you gonna wind up letting these motherfuckers get rid of me, because at the end of the day, it takes a lot of energy and work to put these videos together and to goddamn, you know, keep the channel sustainable and going. And if it's almost not worth it, right? So I haven't really been since the suspension, I haven't really been focusing. Maybe I'm gonna start focusing on, I'm tired of doing that like sub for sub shit, or I'm gonna support you support me. So what I've been doing is going out to get authentic subscribers, like authentic viewers that just come to, you know, show love. Because at this point in time, you can't do both. It's like I can either be a YouTuber or I can be a watch or make content. But if I'm making content, ain't no goddamn way I'm gonna be able to be like I used to be, spending the goddamn hours on channels and shit like that. Plus my situation's changed, my kids living situation, all type of little shit going on with me. So I pick and choose to make the content, which is obviously I'm gonna have a minimum amount of time to come in to everybody's channel like I used to do. But for those of you who still rock with me, those of you who catch the live streams, those of you who donate the little bit that y'all do give on the premieres, on the live streams, I just want y'all to know, man, I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Shit, I do this shit to try to keep the info because ain't nobody else doing it. So when I hear people talking shit like, oh, it ain't that bad, or, you know, oh, I didn't know that, or I didn't see this, or I didn't hear about that, and the fact that there's not many black perspectives on this platform, right? I can name probably on two hands, and I don't even need all my fingers to say how many black channels that are actually on this platform that are going to cover shit like this and talk about politics and talk about shit that, you know, not clown. I can name a whole bunch of black channels that clown, right? They play music all damn day and night and clown a lot. When I first started off on YouTube, that's what I was doing, but I didn't feel comfortable in my skin. That's not me, right? It's good, you know, I'm gonna have my laugh and the joke, and y'all come to certain streams, we gonna be clowning and getting it in. But I don't know, man. It just made me feel useless to just do that all the time, right? I'm not one of those, like, I'm not gonna put on no top hat and no tap shoes and shit. But if you ain't dancing for these motherfuckers, a lot of times they don't want to come support you. Or if you're doing videos like this to expose certain groups of people. In this case, I'm not even gonna say, because when you say white people, it's hard, man, because like it ain't all white people. It's particularly white cops. When they say it ain't all cops, I don't like it's just a couple bad apples. That's a goddamn lie. No, it's pretty much the majority of white cops. And I would think that the people who are racist and want to be able to have power and control over people that look like me go seek out those positions. That's why it's so many of them in these positions. That's why so many of them, they have already set up the system. It's a perfect match for racist ass people. The system has already been set up to predominantly lock up black, Latino men and women, right? Brown skinned people. So if you want to be able to punish brown people and you want to make them suffer, what's the one job that you will go get? Of course, you will become a cop or a correctional officer. It ain't even about the money at that point. It's about you doing what you love. I'm a racist and I get to kill these motherfuckers with impunity, right? You already set up the carceral system to be predominantly, to lock up predominantly black and brown people. So of course, where would racists flock to? Why it is or no, there's a few good apples and the majority of them are bad apples. The majority of cops are white and the majority of them are fucking racist pigs, point blank. Again, if I was a racist, where would I go? I would go to a system that has been set up that has mainly oppressed the people that I'm racist against. And then they wonder, well, how can all these fucking cops be so racist? Because it's the perfect fucking marriage. It's the perfect job. How couldn't they be? So every white cop that I see, I off gate assume that they're racist. Now, are there some cops that are there because, you know, they don't want to be homeless, they feeding their family, they're trying to do the right thing? I assume that to be true. I would just have to say, saying logically, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some cops like that. But the majority of racist white people will want to become law enforcement because it is the perfect job to get away indiscriminately with their racism. They're able to kill with impunity, qualified immunity, right? There's not going to be any consequences. They got the U.S. government behind them. They got the law behind them. They got got white judges, prosecutors are all in the bag for them. And on top of that, it is a system that's going to label somebody like me a criminal. So then it's my word against the white cop who is actually the felon and the criminal, but they don't never get charged because of this qualified immunity shit they got going on where police can do no wrong. And even if they do wrong, you still can't do shit to them. So of course, every goddamn racist in the goddamn country will want to become a cop. I could imagine that a racist, somebody who hates black people or brown people, Spanish people, I could imagine that even if you offered them a job where they can make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, they'll turn that shit down. I could take this goddamn $500,000, $600,000 a year, or I could go and kill black people for fun. I could torture, I could degrade, I could demean, telling this black man to turn over on his goddamn stomach and scoop to you, slide to you like a goddamn snake or something. What is he like? He's a damn snake or some shit. What type of shit is this, man? Turn on your stomach and slide. Where they do that at, man? And you can hear the cops when that video first started. I don't know if you heard them, but they're saying like, you got the video running. We need to record this. These fucking racist cops are so oblivious to what the fuck's going on that they actually think that they're in the right. Yeah, they don't even be assuming because they're so used to this being racist and getting away with it, and this is just their job, and this is what they don't even have to be trained. This shit comes natural to most of them. 90%. I'm gonna say that 65 to 75% of cops are racist pigs. Because if you were a racist, if that's what you were, what job would you seek out in this country? Of course, any fucking racist is going to seek out a job in law enforcement. Every racist is going. That's the first. The only way they not going to do it is if they didn't. And sometimes you see them racist skinhead type motherfuckers. They don't wind up making the cut, right? They don't wind up making it through basic training and shit like that, and they get dumped. They ain't even good enough to do one of the least. You don't have to have education to become a CEO and a cop, man. I mean, you could literally have minimum intellect. You don't have to have any education. Intellect, no common sense, no intellect. They take the dumbest of the dumbs, like a Gomer Powell type motherfucker. Right, they take those type people to become cops because they know that they're going to just follow orders, and as long as you give them their shiny toy, which is black people that they can slaughter, maim, and kill and get away with impunity, they're happy. They don't have to pay much. People complain that cops get paid too little. No, they get paid too fucking much. They're happy with the pay they got. The one thing you never see cops doing, you don't see no cops protesting about pay, right? You see everybody else, like teachers protest, all these different people protest and want raises, and cops get, like, especially correctional officers, they get shitty pay. You don't never hear them protest and complain about the pay because they're doing what they love, and what they love to do is kill people that look like me and put people that look like me in cages. They don't give a. You could literally pay them $20,000, $15,000 a year, and they'll still be happy. As long as I can keep my knee on his neck, you don't even have to pay me. I'll do this shit for free. You understand? When you see a cop and you hear a cop say, "I'm doing what I love," that means he loves killing people that look like me, brown people's children. He loves putting brown people in cages. He's doing what he loves. I'm gonna say over 70% of cops in this country are racist, because it ain't like, oh, because you're a cop, you automatically got to be a racist. It ain't like being a cop makes you a racist. No, it's that every racist in the country, every white racist in the country is looking for a job in law enforcement. That's the first place you're going to go. Fresh out of high school, you want a job in law enforcement. And the only way these racist ass white people are not getting jobs in law enforcement is if law enforcement somehow turns them away. But a lot of them make it through. And then they become captains and they become chief of police. And then you have the problem you have now. That's why the whole system needs to be defunded and has to be redone. Okay, this shit about this bad apple, you shake the tree. No, it's the whole goddamn tree. It ain't the apples no more. The tree is rotten, so therefore it's producing bad fruit, right? I'm telling you, it ain't no shit where, oh, cops are bad. No, it ain't got nothing to do with the job. But people keep thinking it's the training. I look at all these different progressive shows and they're like, girl, you got to change the training. Somebody named Sink Uger, who was part of a show called The Young Turks. He likes to scream that a lot. Him and this lady named Anna Kasparian, right? I used to watch their show. I was a subscriber to their channel for several years. I think I started back in 2014 with them, but they just disgust me now because this shit about, it ain't the training, bro. You don't have to train the racists how to be a goddamn racist. It don't take no training. That shit is embedded in them. It's in their bones. It's in their soul. It ain't the training, man. It ain't the training that's making these racist ass cops kill people. This is who they are. You take all the training away. Take all the training away. Train them some way different, right? You can see over the years we have progressed, and they're trying to train them better and try to do shit, but they still go out and do shit like we just seen. It ain't the training. This is they doing what they want to do. It's instincts. The instinct they have is, oh shit. They don't even care if the camera's on. Their racism takes over. Racism and hatred is blinded. They hate my people so much. They are racist against my people so much. This is why they're blinded. Anybody who has regular, normal, unracist eyes can tell that this was a problem and this shit did not go good. Now, and listen to the cops. They thinking they doing a good job. They like, make sure you tape this. They're gonna tape the lynching. You know why they want to make sure they tape this? Almost like it's a joke. Tape this one. Tape this lynching. Watch, we're gonna show these niggas what we do to them, and then we're gonna get away with it anyway, right? They don't even give a damn. You gotta have some type of mental health issue to want to become a cop. And if you become a cop, even if you thought it was a good thing, to be able to stay a cop, to be able to do that job, go there every single day and deal with shit like that, you gotta have some type of mental health issue of your own. Will you think these cops are going to be prosecuted? No, they're not. They're dishing out tens of billions of dollars a year for these type of situations where they're killing black people, and they're happy to do it. They said, shit, we'll pay $10 million and $30 million to the Floyd family. We'll pay $5 million and $2 million there. We'll give these families millions of dollars just to keep killing black people. You would think after the city gets sued and these civil suits with this Benjamin Crump ass, right? I don't even know what type. He's just a damn. I can't wait to Benjamin Crump, the little black lawyer that's always seeming to defend these families, and they never get no justice when he's involved with a case. He get him some money, but they don't never get no justice. His leather skin looking ass. I don't like Benjamin Crump neither, man. Something about that guy that really rubs me the wrong way. But anyway, back to these racist ass police. So you got the police officers who, they're giving away millions of dollars in lawsuits. Every guy. They are willing to pay those millions of dollars just to ensure that they don't lose the freedom to do what they love to do best. And that is kill us. As long as they can beat and kill us, I'll pay them what they need. I can't get enough of this. Right. So again, this job, what we call COs, cops, all this shit about most cops are good. I don't give a fuck about that. I've been seeing cops up close and personal, and most of white cops are racist. The large majority of them are racist. Like I said, I would bet it's over 70%, 70% plus. This ain't got to do with a training problem. This ain't got to do with a funding problem. This ain't got to do with a nothing problem. It's got to do with a racist problem. It don't matter if you defund them. You could defund them all you want to keep these same cops in the street. They still gonna kill them. You could overfund them and give them better training and keep these cops they still gonna kill black people. You can do whatever you want to do, but you can't fix racism. That's just something you can't fix. It's illogical and it makes no sense, and there's no logical way to go about trying to fix that. The only way you can do that is to get rid of their asses and don't give them the authority and power to do what they're doing. But if you're running into, I got 2 children, and my daughter's about to be the age where she can drive and get out on her own now. There is almost a 90% chance that she's going to run across a cop at some point in her life. And there's over a 70% to 75% chance that she's going to run into a white racist cop, because they are the majority of the force, right? There's a 70% chance that she's going to run in, or better, that she's going to run into a white racist. And I'm not saying all white people are racist, but most white cops are. Because if you're a white person and you're not a racist, I'm going to assume that you wouldn't try to become a cop. If you're a white person and you're not a racist, I would assume that you wouldn't take that job. And even if you took that job, after a few weeks of seeing what the fuck's going on, if you're not a racist white person, would resign. You would quit. So I'm going to say not all white people are racist, and I don't even know if the majority of white people are racist, but what I will say is the majority of white cops are racist. And again, if you are white and you're not a racist, then you wouldn't become a cop, or you wouldn't become a CEO. If you are a white person and you're not a racist, you would say, right, we can't be shooting people, black, white, or other, because they jaywalked. We can't be killing people inside of our jails where they're already incarcerated. We already got this guy, he's already been apprehended. He's already in police custody. It's not like he's in the streets. It's not like, oh, well, he make a kill. No, he's in the fucking jail. He's in the cage, and they managed to find a way to kill him anyway. If you got kids that want to become a cop, or people in your family that want to become a cop and they're white, chances are they're racist. Why would you want that job? Why would you want that job? Unless it's just to beat and kill black folk and brown folk, because you know that's what's going to happen. Right now, if you trying to become a cop or you trying to become a correctional officer, you know that's what you're looking looking at. You know that's what's gonna happen. Come on, man. This shit is a weekly, 2-time, 3-time a week thing. You ain't signing up to protect nobody. You signing up to beat the shit out of, kill, and torture. That's what you signing up for. Like I say, man, I don't believe that every white person is racist, but I stand on the fact that I don't believe that most white people are racist. I'm not gonna say I don't believe most white. I don't know what to believe when it comes to that, but I'm going to say I don't believe all white people are racist, but I do believe the majority and a very high percentage of white cops are. I believe at this day and age of 2021, with everything that's going on, if you are a white person and you decide to become a cop, I would have to assume that you're a racist. Let me look at the chat. Nah, I don't hate cops, bro. Your name, nah, I don't hate cops. I just hate cops that brutalize, beat, and kill black people, and I just hate racist cops. And it's in my them have been racist, even in my own experience. And I'm not a criminal at all, right? Even in my own this is me talking to everybody who see me on the stream that come through. Even in my own interaction with police, they have been brutal, right? I've been locked up before. Obviously, I'm a black man in America. I've had to deal with police on different occasions. And I've only had, I'll say out of the occasions I dealt with cops, 85% of them has been negative. Probably about 90% of the judges I've had to deal with, and 100% of the district attorneys I had to deal with, all prejudice, had some type of prejudice, had some type of hate. So I don't necessarily have a problem and hate cops. I just have a problem and hate racist people. Yeah, I don't even hate. I'm not even gonna say hate is a strong word. I'm not gonna say hate because I don't really hate them, because hate is blinding, right? And I'm more of a strategic type person. I don't like to get blinded by emotions and shit like that. But I truly dislike them, and I think we need to eradicate them. They need to be eradicated, right? And the only way to eradicate racism is to eradicate the racists. And you don't have to eradicate them by like doing no type of Hitler type shit or what Germans did to the Jews. But what you can do is just ostracize them, right? You find out you're racist, you're going to be cast as the lowest of the low in society. The same thing they do to black people, upstanding black people, may I add, right? They cast them as the lowest of the lowest society, right? This is what needs to be done to racists. Instead of promoting them and giving them positions of power, you need to be so similar to what's kind of starting to happen now. You know, social media is taking over, people getting fired from their jobs as soon as they show a little racism. People are starting to pay the price, right? When you start making people pay that type of price, when you learn, hey, you could be racist, but you better keep that shit internal. Your racism can't physically affect me, right? Once your racism starts physically affecting me, then we got a problem.